Good everyone, this is a Group 2 reporting of LIA 3, Module 3 Lesson 3.2 Security, Personnel, Qualification, Firearms, and Equipment. First is concept definitions of terminologies. 1. Person. This includes not only natural but also juridical persons such as a single proprietorship, partnership, corporation, companies, or associations and duly organized and registered with the Securities Exchange Commissions and or the Department of Trade and Industry. Second is what is security guard. Security guard is also known as a private security guard. Watchman shall include any person who offers or render personal service to watch or secure either a residence, business establishment, or boat or buildings, compound or areas. For hire of compensations of or as employee, they're including any employee of national or local governments or agency or industry instrumentalities thereof or government buildings, compounds, premises, and other properties. Other than member of the AFP, BGMP, PNP, or of any other law enforcement agency of the government. 3. Private detective. Private detective is refers to any person who does detective work for fire, reward, or commissions other than member of the AFP, BGMP, provincial guards, PNP, or any law enforcement agency of the government. 4. License to exercise professions or license certificate. The document issued by the CPNP or his duly authorized representative recognizing a person to be qualified to perform duly as security guard or detective. Basic requisites for security guard. No person shall be licensed as security guard unless he possesses the following qualification: A. Filipino citizens, B. High school graduates, C. Physically and mentally fit, D. At least 18 years old but not more than 50 years old, E. Has undergone pre-license training course, and also F is must not process any of the disqualification.
Desirable qualities of security guards. In addition to the minimum qualifications, security guards must also possess the following. A. Alertness. A good guard must be alert in spotting violators. This can be attained by being watchful, dedicated, and diligent. B. Judgment. Sound and good judgment is more than the use of common sense. It is the arriving at wise and timely decision. C. Confidence. It is the state of being sure, a state of the mind free from doubt or misgivings. These attributes includes faith in oneself and in his abilities, which is attained by job, knowledge, thorough and proper training plus good supervision instills confidence. D. Physical fitness. Security work is strenuous and demanding. Physical conditioning is essential if he is to be a dependable guard. E. Tactfulness. Ability of the guard to deal with others successfully without offending. In short, he can be firm but pleasant. F. Self-control. Ability to take hold of oneself regardless of a provoking situation. with self-control. The guard will do his work without being angry, and the situation will be on hand. G. Interest, loyalty, responsibility, and trustworthy is also important attributes of a reliable guard. Number 3. Exemptions from pre-licensing. The following need not undergo pre-licensing training for security guards. A. Veterans and retired or honorable discharge military or police personnel possessing all qualifications mentioned in the preceding section. B. ROTC advanced, basic graduates, and or its equivalent in the AFP, PNP, CAFGU, CHDF. Number 4. Qualifications of a private detective. No person shall be licensed as a private detective unless he possesses any of the following qualifications. A. Holder of baccalaureate degree or Bachelor of Laws or BS Criminology graduate or graduate of Criminal Investigation course offered by DEN, PC, INP or the PNP of the NBI, of Police Training, School of Detective Training with which authorized recognized training center for security guard, or Advanced Reserve Officers Training Course of Citizen Military Training, ROTC, CMT graduate.
Qualification for security officer. No person shall be licensed as security officer unless he has the following qualification. Letter A. Filipino citizen. B. Holder of baccalaureate degree. C. Physically and mentally fit. D. Has graduated from a security officer training course. E. Retired personnel of the PNP, AFP, and F. Must not possess any of the disqualification enumerated in Section 2, Rule Number 2. Qualification of security consultant. No person shall be licensed as security consultant unless in addition to those prescribed in Section 5 of this rule possesses any of the following. A. Holder of the master degree in either criminology administration, MNSA public industrial administration of or law, or B. Must have at least 10 years experience in the operation and management of security business. 7. Other exemption, any officer or enlisted man of the ARA uniform member of the PNP discharged, separate or retired, exempted from the requirements. Uses of firearms and equipment. Possession of firearms, FA by PSA after complying all the requirements. PSA are entitled to possess firearm of any the following. A. Shotgun, not higher than 12 gauge. B. Low-power rifle or revolver caliber 22. C. Caliber 30 pistol or revolver not exceeding 1 FA for every 2 security guard in it is employed. D. Minimum number of firearms. PC with 100 guards, at least 30 pieces or of licensed firearms. However, after operating systems, the PC can procure firearms in proportion to the number of posted guards. 2. For regular license to operate LTO application, at least 70 of firearms. Uses of firearms for private detective agencies should be optional.
Number 5. Commission of firearms. Firearms would be confiscated when it is A. About to be used in the commission of a crime. B. Actually being used in the commission of crime. C. as just being used in the commission of a crime. D. Is being carried by the SG is unlicensed or not authorized by law and regulation for his use. A. Confiscate by under the court. F. Use of carried outside the EOR of the SG without proper authority, or G. The SG is unlicensed. Number 6. Disposition of confiscate firearms. The law enforcement officer who confiscate the FE should inform the CPNP through CSG within 24 hours after such confiscation. A. The firearm should be turned over immediately to the nearest PNP unit station, who should immediately turn over the same to the CSG district office. B. When the confiscation is by order the court, the same cancel. Number 7. Filing of application. It should be filed with the FED through the SEGSD and CSG district office for region outside NCR in accordance with the firearms law and implementing executed under order and regulation in addition submitted. A. Duly approved LTO. B. Certification of safety boat ownership as prescribed by the Chief Firearms and Explosive Division, or CFED. C. 40 shorty band firearms to be deposit through the BNB, and E. FE certificate of deposit should be secured pursuant to C887 of the Reverse Administrative Code RAC, and the D. Sworn statement of the manager of operation of the agency that is security personnel should be required by the management to undertake the following in case of impending or actual strike. 1. To report to the CPNP or nearest police station such impending strike. 2. To exercise necessary diligence in the collection and safekeeping of FES, to include safety bolts to prevent the use of the FE in the furtherance of the strike. 3. To ensure that all FES and ammunition in the possession of all striking security personnel of the agency are immediately collected, and security in the safety bolts under the control of the agency, and number 4, to assume responsibility in the proper handling of FES in order to prevent misuse of same, or that no non-members should be allowed to hold said FES issue or license in favor of the agency. Number 8. Revocation of license to possess FES. Reason of revocation: A. Failure to submit any issue FE for verification as required by 6897 of RAC. B. Carrying of FES by security personnel out appropriate DDO. C. When its serial number is duplicate or used the SN for more than one firearms. D. carrying of FE is outside the place state in the permit as the required by EO, or carrying FE in place prohibited under the law. A. Conviction of the operation of manager of the agency of any crime involving moral turpitude, or F. When the firearms was reported loose. Number 9. Illegal possession of firearms. No security guard, private detective should use unlicensed FES in the performance of his duty, nor be allowed to use with duplicate serial number. Number 10. Stocking of ammunition. It shall be owned a limited and reasonable quantity that suit the need of the agency, subject to regular expansion by and be representative of the CPNP. 11. It should not exceed 50 rounds of ammunition, unit of duly licensed FES. Number 12. Individual issue to security guard should be limited to 25 rounds per SG. 13. Use of BHF, UHF, unhead reduce. Optional of the part of management of the agency company depending on the prevailing situation, provided that such equipment is properly registered in accordance with the existing law.